My 22 meters partner, 19F, has completely cut me off as a sexual partner after Roe v. Wade. My partner and I had a fairly active sex life previous to all the gunk that's going on in the world right now, but she's always had a fear of getting pregnant. We've had talks about it and I respect her decision not to get on birth control as I've seen first hand what the side effects are with other partners. However, it's been close to a month and a half now, and with the overturning of Roe v. Wade she has made it clear that she is no longer willing to have sex with me under any circumstances, which has, quite frankly, been absolutely ripping me apart. It's opened a new strain on our relationship and there's a lot of newfound fighting starting up. We've been together almost a year now and I don't know why solution there is to this. I've looked into male birth control. However, I don't meet the age requirements. We've had conversations about this and she won't budge. For further context, she does not partake in foreplay for me, but I have for her even after being cut off. Edit. Regarding the cheating. It was back in March and she said she wanted to find herself. We ended up getting back together when she heard I was talking to someone else just about a month later. She met the guy she cheated on me with on Tinder a month and a half prior to us breaking up. I don't snoop through phones, so I honestly didn't know until it was too late and I walked in on them. We were having relations still after we had gotten back together, but over the past month and a half, it has halted again. It's opened a new strain on our relationship and there's a lot of newfound fighting starting up. Does that mean the relationship was strained because of other issues already? In any case, I agree with what some people have said. Her body, her choice to have sex or not. Your choice to find a way to be okay with it or deciding it is not, with all the consequences of a possible breakup following that decision. It's no one's fault really. Gotta respect her decision and she would have to respect yours if you end it. Here's my take. She has every right to not have sex because of her concerns. But if I read correctly that you are still providing her with an alternative source of sexual gratification that is not being reciprocated, she is being a selfish lover and that is not okay. It sounds to me like it's partially about a pregnancy worry and partially about punishing you for being a man. I would try and talk to her about this, giving her your perspective. If she's not open to talking, go find yourself a better partner because that will tell you everything you need to know about the future of your relationship. She has every right to refuse sex, and you have every right to leave her. So leave her. She absolutely has the right to no longer want to have sex. Getting pregnant is a very real consequence. If you're mad that you still pleasuring her and it's not reciprocated, then just stop. She may not like doing oral or manual on you. Or she may have a history of boys pushing for more when she does. Or she may just be a selfish person. In any case, just stop doing it if you're mad about it. If your relationship can't withstand abstaining from sex, then it is not going to last. You're young. Not every relationship has to be forever. I'm sorry to hear that. What kind of advice are you looking for with your situation? She get to make those kinds of decisions for herself and you get your own set of decisions as a result. If you're wanting a dating relationship that includes an active sex life, that's a normal desire and you can likely find many potential partners who are also interested in an active sex life. You also get to decide if you'd rather continue to be celibate indefinitely while continuing to try and be patient and understanding. I don't think there's a right or wrong choice objectively, and you're under no compulsion to stay like she's under none to have any kind of sex with you. This relationship is toast, and was pretty much burned before RVW being overturned. Needing to find herself meant she needed to test drive some other guy. You already were her plan B at that point. And now here she is cutting you off completely. while still expecting you to service her, which is monumentally selfish and hypocritical. She's no longer your girlfriend. Make her status match her actions. So your plan was to use abortion as a birth control method? Sounds responsible. So she cheated on you. Then she stopped having sex with you. You still go down on her, but she does nothing sexually for you. The answer seems pretty clear to me. Couples in this situation should be creating a personal abortion account and setting aside the cost of flying to Canada for an abortion. If you break up with her, you take your half and keep it for your next sexual relationship. I know money is really tight right now and most people can't save at all really. But this is a type of emergency contingency that we need to get used to thinking about. Abortion could be federally illegal in a year and a half, if not sooner. Everyone who can't be pregnant or who puts their dick in people who can get pregnant needs a plan. I mean, I understand. Even if she was on birth control, she could still get pregnant, and you can still get pregnant from using a condom. None of these are really common, but it does happen. I personally have waved off men once I found that out. I just don't want to risk it. I would stop pleasuring her. If you still are, say that you two need to talk. You don't need to have sex to be pleased. Bro, have some self-respect and move on. From what you've said, it doesn't sound like she's worth your time. I 100% support her not wanting to do PIV sex. I'd be curious why she won't do anything sexual though. There's plenty of intimate sexual things that don't risk pregnancy. Sounds like your girlfriend is a dingbat. Roe v. Wade being overturned does not ban abortion. It leaves it up to the states. If you live in a state that bans abortion, you can travel to one that doesn't, like California, and have an abortion. You should have dumped her months before this after she cheated on you. Also, she apparently has complete control of the relationship, so you should be asking her for advice. Not Reddit lol. Do condoms not exist anymore or something? News flash. If all women said no sex until the law reverts, it would probably take about a month or less. Having a kid at your age is more life-ruining than not having sex. If you are in a now illegal state, then I understand where she is coming from. If you live in a legal state, then it's kinda like she's withholding as a sort of punishment for something you have zero control over, which would be a bigger issue than not having sex. As a woman of childbearing age, I've heard of quite a few others doing this as a response. Especially since a lot of men online are just like, well, keep your legs closed and you won't get pregnant. It is her choice whether she wants to have sex or not. It is your choice whether you can handle that. I would have a conversation with her about the foreplay issue though, about how it makes you feel that you get her off. But she will not reciprocate. That isn't fair of her to do to you. I'm assuming she's also refusing to do it even with a condom? You both need to have a serious discussion where she needs to explain whether there is actually anything that would cause her to budge on the issue. Using condoms, vasectomy, IUD put in, etc. Or if she plans to do this forever for the rest of the relationship. Sex is something two people need to agree about in a relationship. And if you two suddenly have different expectations for sex in the relationship, you need to really talk about it, and both of you need to figure out whether it's something you're able to overcome or if it's a deal breaker. Reciprocating oral, no chance of pregnancy. Manual stimulation, no chance of pregnancy. Anal, she might be averse to this regardless. No chance of pregnancy. If you want an active sex life, find someone else that still wants to partake in other options.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.